Hi, my small good friends. I hope everyone is doing fantastic out there today. So what I have going on here for you today is my most recent Wax Empties video. I don't have my glasses on tonight because I have the TV on behind me because it's just making some additional light in here because it gets dark early. It's actually about 8:30 here, so it would be dark anyway. But yeah, I have my Christmas lights going and it's just kind of like a comforting, calm amount of light in here. But I do have my dining room chandelier on. I really need to invest in some lighting to make these videos a bit brighter, but I just haven't been able to do that. So all that to say, I have my glasses off so it can produce some additional lighting with the TV on. And if I have my glasses on, it'll create a glare and you'll see lots of blinking going on and it will be super annoying. So like I said, I have my Wax Empties here. This encompasses a lot. About 2.5 weeks, going on 3 weeks. The last time I filmed an Empties video was, I think it was split up between December 8th and December 9th. It'll be a little bit before you will actually see this video, but it's actually a day after Christmas, so I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas and are looking forward to a Happy New Year. I'm sure by the time this goes up, New Year's will have already happened. So anyway, because this encompasses a good period of time, we've got a lot to talk about. So buckle up, get a snack, get a drink. It could get ugly. If you're interested in hearing what I have to say about the things I've been getting into for the past 2.5 weeks, slightly longer, stay tuned. Okay, guys, so the first thing I'll start with are my miscellaneous items. I got through 2 bags of the Target Up and Up Super Jumbo Cotton Balls. So there's that. There's 140 balls in a bag, and I love these. They're actually jumbo, like they say. I also went through a SCENTSY scent pack of apple cherry strudel. So there's that. There's little scent beads in the back here. I used this in my car, and much like the wax, it didn't last very long. It was smelling fantastic for a few days, and then it quickly dissipated, and that was the end of that. So that's apple cherry strudel in the scent pack. I like to use those in my car. They do a little better in the summertime because the beads kind of warm up. They don't do as great in the winter. And I went through 2 wallflowers, actually installed, I should say. So I just installed this, I think yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. This is Spiced Apple Toddy. I'll put this in my main bathroom. This is Warm Apple Brandy, Spiced Plum, Tart Cranberry, and Cinnamon Stick. This is just a really nice, warm holiday apple scent, and I really love it. And I also installed 'Tis the Season. And this is Rich Red Apple, Sweet Cinnamon, and Cedarwood. That's exactly what this is. You get the apple. It's like a warm, deep, rich apple. You get the cedarwood. You get that cinnamon stick. It's kind of like a red hot cinnamon scent. So if you don't like this kind of scent, you wouldn't like it. But this is a staple at Bath & Body Works, and it's a scent that I often pick up in candles and wallflowers every year. And that will do it for my miscellaneous items. So that wasn't too bad. I have a number of candles here, and I actually filmed some candle footage earlier. I think probably close to about a week ago. In the meantime, I finished up a number more. So I'll go ahead and insert that earlier footage here, and then I'll continue on right after that. All right, so I have... You good? So I have a number of HomeWorx candles. Hi, Bubby. Okay. Doggy time, apparently. Hi. Hi, sweet boy. You mind if I talk about my candles? Okay. Mwah. I have a number of HomeWorx candles here. So the first one I burned through was Spiced Apple Crumb. There's that beautiful, stunning, delicious, gourmand looking label. So Spiced Apple Crumb has scent notes of mixed apple, cinnamon, sugar, clove, and nutmeg. That's exactly what this is. It smells exactly like what's pictured on this label. I kid you not. It is the most delicious smelling candle. I did feature this in my top fall HomeWorx candles. That apple note, and it's a baked apple, it is stunning. I feel like in a lot of home fragrance, baked apple is a scent that they often don't get right. And they being whoever's making a candle or wax, whatever. Baked apple is not easy. This is so authentically baked apple. So delicious. So good. A great performer. This candle, I would say the throw on this, and I did burn it predominantly in a hurricane, but it really wouldn't be necessary with this one. I would say on my hurricane, it was an 8.5. It was pretty strong. I really enjoy this one. It's delicious. Like I said, there isn't much else to say about it. It did get a little dirty towards the end, but not overly so. For the most part, it burned down fine. I didn't have any issues with the pulling out. I didn't lose a wick, so I was pretty happy with that. So that is Spiced Apple Crumb. This will always be a staple in my collection. I absolutely love that candle. And fun fact, I got a few of those last year at TJ Maxx for like $6 and change. They were marked down, and it was like, yes, please. I also got through all through the house. And again, I mean, HomeWorx, the labels are just stunning. So I started burning this. Well, technically it is still fall. I feel like when December is here, it's winter. I know technically it's not until what? I think the 21st. But I started burning this in fall and continued into winter. So the scent notes on all through the house are sparkling pear, juicy apple, evergreen, and cedarwood. I just always feel like pear is kind of a fall scent to me. I know it doesn't have to be, but to me it kind of is. So what do I get in this candle? I pretty much get all of that with just a tiny bit of that cedar wood. If you don't like cedar wood, I think you would probably still be fine with this because I really didn't detect a lot of that. This is mainly the fruits. So you get that sparkling pear. It definitely is a sparkling type of pear. Kind of a, not quite effervescent, but definitely sparkling, like almost like a pear drink. And you get that juicy apple. This is a very fruity candle with the addition of the evergreen, so the tree note. I really love this candle, but I will say the throw on this was kind of dismal. Like, I had it in a hurricane. I had it confined to my kitchen. It was not very strong in the throw and strength department. It just wasn't. If you smell it in the jar, it smells fantastic, but not overly strong. But when it came to the burn, I just could barely detect it. I wanted so much more from this. The burn itself was super clean. As you can see, cleaner than that Spiced Apple Crumb one. I didn't have any problems with the wicks. I didn't lose a wick. The wicks were fine. I do limit my burn on my HomeWorx candles to about 2.5 to 3 hours. I don't usually go past that if I can help it. If I do, I notice a lot more sooting, and sometimes I do lose a wick because they kind of gain these large mushrooms, which you could, you know, blow out the candle, trim the mushroom, and then light it back up, and I'm sure you'd be fine. But I tend to just wait till it hardens back up, and then I trim the mushrooms. But like I was saying, the mushrooms kind of get big, and they get top heavy, and so your wick can fall over, which is not a huge deal because you can kind of stand it back up and let the wax harden, and it'll kind of go back in place. But I have also lost wicks where they just kind of come out of the bottom of the wick clip. In that case, you can't really save it. You could add your own wick if you wanted to, but I don't have time for all that, so I don't do that. I just usually kind of move the wicks around and make it a 3-wick candle, which is not optimal, but I've done it. I just was really disappointed in the throw on this. I think I may have one more of these in my collection, but this was poured fall of 2023. And I am finding my candles from like fall 2023 forward, when it comes to HomeWorx, the throw has not been amazing. My Spiced Apple Crumb was poured also fall 2023. So that one did okay, but that is notoriously a stronger scent. I think this was the first time I've burned this scent. I could be wrong, but I think it was the first time. So I don't really have anything to compare it to. But yeah, in the throw department, it was quite disappointing. But I did enjoy the scent itself. So if this had a better throw, I think I would dare to say I love this candle. So that's all through the house. Next, I burned through Under the Tree. Again, this is beautiful. And I do believe this packaging was exclusive to QVC. I believe this came as part of a set. I think it might have had 3 candles. I don't remember the other 2 candles. I want to say Cranberry Reef with like a red label that's very similar to this. And maybe Woodland something or other. I can't remember for sure. But I think it was a 3 set. So it did have all like 3 different candles, which is nice because you don't always get that with QVC. But I love this label. And I'm pretty sure, like I said, it was exclusive to QVC. This candle is available, or it was. I think it sold out. This was available on Harry Slacken's website. What's he call it these days? slackenandco.com. It was available in that with a different packaging. And I did pick it up in that different packaging. It was very beautiful. Like, it was like an under the tree scene with like presents and stuff like that. And it was beautiful. Just as beautiful as this is. But I really like how simplistic this is. And it was gorgeous when it was lit up. So the scent notes on Under the Tree are fresh pine needle, fir balsam, warm evergreens, and fresh cut cedar wood. That is basically exactly what you get. This is a tree scent through and through. It's got the evergreens, which I'm not really sure what the difference is. I mean, a balsam is an evergreen. What was the other one? Pine is an evergreen. So I'm not sure why that gets listed separately. The interesting thing is it does say warm and everything else says fresh. But to me, it definitely was fresh. This is your fresh tree. This is not your tree's been in your house for a little bit and it kind of has that warm, cozy feel. This is more like you just brought that tree in, or you're smelling that tree outdoors. And you also get that cedar wood vibe. So I definitely get the cedar wood stronger in this than I did in that All Through the House. Like I said, I could barely detect the cedar wood in All Through the House. But this, I get a lot of tree going on. I do pick up that cedar wood. Like I said, it's a fresh tree. On cold, this smelled quite strong. It burned very clean. Very impressed with the burn. I did have trouble in the beginning with this pulling out. It gave me some issues. I did have to remove a little bit of wax, but then it corrected itself and the rest of the burn was fine. Now, as I was saying earlier, the throw on cold sniff is strong. Like, not super, super strong, but you can detect every note that it lists here. On warm, it stayed about the same. I would say on warm, and I didn't list numbers on this one, but I would say that All Through the House, you guys, this was probably in my hurricane between a 4 and a 5. I would say this one was about a 5 in a hurricane. So again, this was poured fall of 2022. I really thought this was going to be stronger. I am hearing that the new version has a very low throw as well. That doesn't surprise me. I kind of thought this would do better. But yeah, as far as a tree scent, I feel like a lot of times tree scents tend to be very strong, especially fresh tree scents. I didn't get strong from this. So unfortunately, the throw, the strength, not so great. But the performance was, you know, other than the strength and throw, was quite good. So that is Under the Tree. Again, if you like lighter scents, then this would probably be fine with you. But I like my candles strong, especially because my space is quite open. So I like them strong. And the last candle I warmed, or I burned through from HomeWorx, was Christmas Joy. Oh my God, look at that stunning, stunning, stunning label. It's just gorgeous. Now, Christmas Joy has scent notes of sparkling orange, holiday spice blend, cranberry, and blue spruce. I have burned a number of these in the past. This is a favorite candle. I absolutely love this. you get those fruits. You get that cranberry, you get that sparkling orange. Very sweet. Again, almost drink-like. Almost like a fruit cocktail. And then you get that beautiful blue spruce note. And it's almost a mix between a fresh and a warm. I think the spice in here gives it that warm vibe. And you do detect the spice. It's a beautiful, beautiful holiday scent. I would take this myself straight into January. I probably won't because of the label. Not that you can't remove it, but part of my experience with HomeWorx candles is the label itself. So I don't really want to burn it without the label. I could put it in a hurricane that you can't see through, and I might do that. I don't know. But I have quite a few winter candles by HomeWorx and other companies that I don't really need to take this into January, but I totally could. But this is a quintessential, beautiful, fruity tree holiday blend. I absolutely love it. When it came to the burn on this, again, very clean. This one did excellent when it came to the burn. This was a fall 2023 candle. So I will say, I don't think it was quite as strong as my previous year's Christmas Joy, but it did pretty well. It definitely did better than the previous two tree scents I just showed you. I didn't burn this one in a hurricane, and I would say the throw in this was about a 6.5, which I thought was pretty good because it was across my room. It was sitting in my very open area where my open staircase is, and I couldn't detect it all the way over here per se, but when I would walk back and forth, I could definitely detect it in the air. And for not being in a hurricane, I thought that was pretty good. So I was pretty pleased with that one. And like I said, it's a favorite scent. So that's Christmas Joy. And it's a beautiful, beautiful jar. All right, guys. And so I want to include one more HomeWorx candle here. I'm actually not finished with this. I probably have about maybe 2 more burns to this. But I know I'll be finishing it soon. I don't want to keep the jar around for a long time, even though the jar is just gorgeous. But I figured I'd talk about it tonight, and that way when I finish it up, I can just dispose of it. So this is Cookies for Santa. Is that jar not beautiful? So this version here, there's actually 2 versions of this candle this year. One version is on homeworx.shop or slackandco.com these days. It has a totally different label. This version here is actually from QVC. I believe this was part of the Christmas in July. The scent itself is called Baked Sugar Cookie. It says it right there under the title there. And the scent notes are cookie dough, melted butter, almond milk, and vanilla bean. This was poured this year, so it's a 2024 pour. This is a really nice, really authentic sugar cookie scent. You do get a little bit of that almond, but it's very creamy. It does say almond milk, so it makes sense that it's creamy, and it doesn't put me off or anything like that. You guys know that I don't really love almond scents, but this is not like a nutty blend. This is a sweet baked sugar cookie. Probably one of the best ones I've ever smelled. As far as scent throw, not overly strong, which has kind of been the case with HomeWorx lately. I would put this, I've been burning this without a hurricane across my room, so I probably would do better if I put it in a hurricane and placed it closer to me. Just for reference, my home is about 2,200 square feet, and it's divided between 3 levels. So I don't expect one candle to ever scent my whole house. It's just not going to happen. It would be hard pressed even to scent just one floor of my home because the way my home is laid out. So you're talking a little over 700 square feet on each floor. And I have very open, well, one very open-ended staircases, but I have 2 staircases. So scent tends to get lost. It's not easy to scent my space. I try to concentrate scent to, the area I'm sitting in, like my living room where I'm at now, my dining room, which is directly next to me, very open, and my kitchen. I tend to put scents in my kitchen. I put scents in my living room and scents in my dining room. I'm able to scent this area pretty good, especially with wax melts, but candles, I'm never going to expect one candle to do it. I often burn multiple candles. So I actually do have 2 of these, but I saved my other one. I'm going to use it next year when I think it'll be a little stronger. But like I was saying, I would say the scent throw on this is about 6, 6.5 in my house. So I thought that was pretty decent in my space. So I wasn't overly disappointed. It is burning very clean. I'm very happy with the burn. I will say when I first started burning it, I had trouble getting it to pull out. But I just used my little wick dipper that I use. And I just kind of went along the edges and pulled the wax in. I didn't have to remove any wax. That fixed it. Sometimes, you know, you have to remove wax because you'll get puny wicks. But, yeah, it's been burning pretty good, pretty clean. Beautiful burn because the label is so gorgeous. And, you know, when it's lit, it just lights up. So I'm pretty pleased with this. I'm looking forward to getting into it again next year and hopefully maybe getting a 7 throw out of it. So that is Cookies for Santa. I also finished up from Yankee Candle. This is Shimmering Christmas Tree. This also has a very beautiful label. This is a scent that I've had before and I really like it. I did write down the scent notes so I would have them to refer to. So we're looking at sparkling aldehydes, bergamot, dewy greens, fir needle, lavender, eucalyptus, fir balsam, patchouli, and warm spices. Like Kringle Candle, Yankee writes down a million scent notes. That's probably why Kringle does it because, you know, they are the original Yankee. This is just a beautiful tree scent. That's all there is to it. I do think the bergamot and the aldehydes and the patchouli are all lending to that really pretty, like just prettiness to this candle. But you also get the warmness of the balsam, the fir needle, the warm spices. This is not a spicy candle, don't get me wrong. It just lends a warmth to the scent that's going on here. It's just truly a beautiful tree scent. Not overly strong. So if you are a little sensitive to tree scents, but you like a little bit of a tree scent in your life, I think you would be fine with this. But don't expect it to be super strong. It's not going to be. But it is a scent I really like. And I hope Yankee keeps it in its lineup. I think the first time we saw it was last year, if I remember right. I think it was last year. Let's see what the bottom says here. Yeah, it looks like this was poured in 23. So I think the first time we saw it was last year. And then I still noticed it on the site this year. So I don't know if they made more pours or they just had leftover stock. I don't know. But I really hope they keep it as part of their lineup. I do feel like Yankee, they have a few core scents like balsam and cedar and stuff like that they bring back year to year. But a lot of times they have like a new scent lineup and then they don't bring those back. And they've been doing that a lot. And I think some people have been a little upset with that because people really like to enjoy their favorites over and over. I know I do. And this is a favorite. So I have probably another 3-wick and maybe another large jar like this. This is a 20-ounce jar. Another large jar like this in my collection. But yeah, Yankee is actually holding their semi-annual candle sale right now. So there may be deals to be had on this. So if you're interested, check it out. Shimmering Christmas Tree. Really, really pretty label. And the burn, by the way, I'm forgetting all that. For the most part, pretty clean. I think I might have wiped this jar maybe once. It was getting a little sooty, so after that, it kind of was fine. The wicks, no problem. Yeah, the burn was pretty good. I was pretty happy with that. And like I said, it's a lighter scent. I would put the throw on this about a 6. On the low end of that 6, but I really love it. So I'll continue to get that one. From Kringle Candle, I finished up Holiday Cookies. This is in Kringle Candles 22 ounce. Yes, 22 ounce, 100% soy wax. I wrote down the scent notes to this too. This is an older candle. I've had it for a little bit in my collection. This is Butter, Vanilla, Gourmand, Nuts, Cream, Musk, and Powder. What do I get from this? This is just a beautiful, yummy sugar cookie, much like that HomeWorx candle. This one, I would say, is a little bit more buttery than that one. A bit more vanilla-like as well. There's a lot of vanilla going on in this. I think, as a matter of fact, when I originally read the scent notes, I think vanilla was listed twice, if I remember right. Burned down great. I never have a problem with Kringles. I mean, once in a while, it happens. But Kringle's 100% soy candles, they are just a joy to burn. Yeah, the wax is just so clean. It does tend to get residue on the jars, but that doesn't bother me. And I actually probably could burn this once more, but I did burn this for longer periods of time than what's recommended. So a lot of the scent is gone, but I do smell it still a little bit. What I really love is that this burns so clean. The wax doesn't get dirty. It doesn't change the scent. Scent and throw on this, or strength and throw on this. Again, it's a lighter scent, not super strong. I would say 6.5 for the throw. Strength about the same. It doesn't really spread in the room, but you can definitely smell it when you're close to the candle. And I burned multiple candles, so this is just like a supporting candle to me. I don't think Kringle pours this scent anymore. I don't know. There may be some wax melts or something like that left in this, but I think the candles are gone. So that is holiday cookies. All right, I have one sole candle. Yep, from Goose Creek. This is my favorite Christmas candle from Goose Creek. This is Christmas Magic. And if you watch Kent from the Candle Channel here on YouTube, this is his label. He designed this label. He has been working for Goose Creek for a little bit now. And their label game has stepped up since he's been working with them. So kudos to Goose Creek for figuring out what they could have with their lineup. So Christmas Magic, I wrote down the scent notes because back then, this is last year's? I think this is last year's candle. Yeah, this is last year's candle. Scent notes weren't on this candle. So this is Candy Canes, Vanilla Mandarin, Vanilla Swirl. Not sure what the difference is between vanilla and vanilla swirl, and Warm Amber. Like I said, this is my favorite Christmas scent from Goose Creek. It's just a very creamy peppermint blend, but it's different than your typical peppermint vanilla, and I think it's that amber that brings the difference here, and that slight bit of mandarin. You don't get a ton of orange in here, but it's just a slight bit of fruitiness that kind of gives us something extra special. And that amber just makes this candle really, really beautiful. It is a beautiful peppermint vanilla scent. Very strong. This will throw down in your house. I would say the throw on this, definitely an 8. It's a favorite. Put it under your candle lamp, even stronger. It did not perform very well. The wax is pretty clean right now because I poured some wax out. It got pretty dirty. You can see a little bit of scorching along the side. That tends to happen with my Goose Creek candles, especially with these matte labels. I don't know what the deal is. I could remove the labels, but you guys know part of the reason I choose certain candles is the label design. So I want to enjoy the label. The wicks are super long because I finished it out under my candle lamp, and I thoroughly enjoyed it that way. And I have many more of these in my collection because just like the Perfect Christmas is my favorite scent from Bath & Body Works, I have a ton of them. I have a lot of this from Goose Creek because I just love it. So I'm fine with sticking it under my candle lamp to enjoy it as I want to. But yeah, that's a favorite. So that's Christmas Magic. Love, 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 love that scent. And then, guys, I have a number of Bath & Body Works candles. So I have been looking through my candles. Although I got to tell you, some of these candles, they're done a little early because they got nasty and scent has changed. And yeah, they're just too much work and they're going to go. So the first one, I finished it up. I finished it up today. It really has more left to it, but it is just very dirty and grody, and it's going to go. This is Holiday. And this is scent notes of, and you see I'm holding it funny because there's stuff inside that's going to pour out because it's so dirty. This is Red Cinnamon Stick, Christmas Clove Buds, and Ground Nutmeg. This is just a typical, very spicy, kind of red hot cinnamon. You get that clove, spicy holiday scent. And I really love it. I like to pick it up each year. Kind of in the realm of 'Tis the Season, but 'Tis the Season has that apple note. It's a little bit sweeter. Whereas this one is just mainly your spices. This is very good if you team it up with other candles like Fruity Apple or things like that. It's a great blender with other scents that you may have going at the same time. But this candle, and this was poured back in I think it was 2021. Yeah, it was priced at $25.50. I didn't think it was quite that old. I thought it was 2022, but the number begins with a 1, so I guess it's 2021. Yeah. I'm sure you can see the color of the wax. It's so nasty. There's so much of the wick particles. I dumped out some wax and it just keeps doing this and I'm over it. I don't burn these in a really long time. So I don't know what the deal is with Bath & Body Works. It's like they perform so well until you get to that midway point and then it just all goes downhill. The wicks are just atrocious. They thread, they fall into the wax, they soot like crazy, and yeah, I know I sound really negative, and you're probably like, why do you still buy the candles? Because I do get to enjoy the scent, which, you know, we wax these, we love scent, and I get to enjoy it halfway. And I've kind of just succumbed to the fact that Bath & Body Works candles, I'm just going to get half of the candle from them, which also means I'm not willing to pay but so much for them. So I basically am a $10 Bath & Body Works candle girl. So that's pretty much the max I'll pay, $10.95 maybe. So I basically need like a $12.95 sale with a coupon because they're just not worth more than that. I mean, if there's a scent I really, really want or a label I really, really want, I may be willing to pay more, but it's not often. It's not often. But yeah, this is a strong candle, as you would imagine, because, you know, there's a lot of spice going on in there. I would say to throw on this 7.5 for sure. I burned this across my room and I could smell this. So this was good until it wasn't. So that's holiday. Sugared Snickerdoodle. That super cute jar with a little gingerbread man. You would think this would be a gingerbread scent. So anyway, the scent notes in this are warm spices, creamy vanilla, and sugared musk. This, a lot of people know what this smells like. It's kind of like a cinnamon, like a sweet cinnamon sugar almost. So like a sweet cinnamon sugared sugar cookie. I love it. It's a great scent. I enjoy it from time to time. This started to get messy on me. It did good to the halfway point. It started to get messy. I removed some wax and it did pretty well after that. But I really resigned it to the candle lamp after that. And so I got I can still smell it a little bit. It's very vanilla-ish, cinnamon sugarish. I got most of the scent out of it and I'm pretty good with where I'm at with that. So that's the end of that one. Really enjoyed it and I'll enjoy that scent again. This one, this one started out good and then it got ugly, as so many do. This one was poured back in 2000. I thought I've had this one for a bit. This is a stunningly beautiful jar, so I'm going to keep this jar. This is Mary Cookie. There was a whole line of these, and I have a few of them in my collection, and they're just gorgeous when they're lit. You see the flame through there. You see the flame through all these snowflakes. They're just so pretty. So Mary Cookie, another scent that comes back from time to time. It's pretty much back every year with Bath & Body Works. This is fresh baked cookies, sparkling sugar crystals, and rich vanilla. Again, your typical vanilla-y, buttery sugar cookie type of scent. And I love Mary Cookie. It's just basic. It's simple. It's delicious. Buttery vanilla goodness. I really like it. But this one, oh, she got dirty. Very dirty. Very disgusting. It has changed the scent. It no longer smells as good as it did. The wicks are a bit long. It's probably kind of hard to see. I'm going to definitely, like I said, invest in some kind of lighting so I can show you the inside of my jars a little better. I realize it's a little dark. The wicks are long because I finished this out under my candle lamp too, but it didn't really work too much because the scent has changed. So I'm done with this. I'm going to, like I said, save the jar. But yeah, the scent, I can't do it anymore. Look at this cute little fox. Is that not cute? So cute. So this one, I'm just going to freeze, pop out the wax, and keep the jar so I can warm things in my crock with it. I would say the throw on this was about a 6.5, 7 while it was performing well. So once it got dirty, grody, and smelly, yeah, I was done with that. I also finished up a Twisted Peppermint. And this one, believe it or not, is even dirtier than the other one. Oh my gosh, it's filthy. I don't know if you can see the color of that, but I mean, this wax is supposed to be white. This one I may have burned too long. This one may have been my fault because I did let this one go a few times. I've talked before about Twisted Peppermint. Twisted Peppermint is not a love for me when it comes to Bath & Body Works. This is cool peppermint, sugared snow, and vanilla buttercream. Fresh balsam and a hint of musk. It sounds fantastic. Like, I read the scent notes and I think, oh, it sounds fantastic. But there is something about that cool peppermint. It's a little sharp to my nose. So I don't tend to pick this one up too often. But I have figured out if I burn this with other scents. And I was combining this with, like, you'll see my next candle up. I was combining it with tree scents and the cookie scents. And it was terrific. So on its own, it's a little too much for me. But combined with other scents, I really like it. And for some reason, Twisted Peppermint is always designed with a pink label. So I always want to get the candle because I love pink. It's my favorite color. And they kill me with the labels. I want to get it. In fact, spoiler alert, I picked it up this year. Now, I had not been doing that for a few years, but I did this year because I just needed the pink in my life. But, yeah, this one is a strong one. Very strong. Throwing this easy 8. But, oh, man, she got nasty at the end. But like I said, this one could have been my fault, so I'll take the blame on this one. I mean, the fact that I got that far, I'm pretty happy with that. So I do think it was probably my fault that time. So that's Twisted Peppermint. And then the last Bath & Body Works candle I burned through, this I combined with Twisted Peppermint. This is Fresh Balsam. This label, this is this year's pour, and this label is just, whoo, it's just pretty. I picked up a couple more because I love this label so much. I feel like so many times they release this candle and the labels aren't very pretty. So this one's a stunner. So this is Woodland Balsam, Crisp Eucalyptus, Fir Branches, and Cedarwood. I don't always love eucalyptus, but this is so well blended in here. It's a very, very beautiful, fresh tree scent. Nothing fancy about it. It's just your typical fresh tree scent. It smells like you just brought a tree in. You just spread out its branches, and it just smells fresh and like a sweet coniferous tree in your house. Yeah, like I said, nothing fancy about it. This is a pretty good performer. I would say 7.5. At times, maybe an 8. It's pretty strong. And this is one that I'll continue to keep in my collection. So that's Fresh Balsam. Alrighty, guys. So that'll do it for the candles I got through. It was quite a few candles. I am burning my way through my candles. Unfortunately, I picked up more candles this year, so that doesn't help matters. I'm going to get these cleaned up and out and about, and we will circle back around, and we'll talk about my retail wax, and then my SCENTSY wax, and then my vendor wax. Okay, so we're going to talk about my retail wax kind of fast, because if I don't go through these a little faster, because I took like forever to talk about candles, if I don't go through these a little faster, we're going to be here forever. So I will just very quickly go into what I went through. I warmed through Yankee Candle's Kitchen Spice. And I don't think scent notes are on this. They're not. This is just like a spicy scent with fresh, like a fresh sweet orange scent to it. I did not realize how much I liked this. I didn't realize orange was in it. First of all, if I knew it was like an orange spice scent, I would have picked it up a long time ago. I love this. I actually tried to go in and pick up the candle when Yankee did their $12 candle sale. And for some reason, the signature jar wasn't listed. And it magically appeared after the sale. So maybe this is a popular scent they weren't willing to let go for 12 bucks. I don't know. But I'm not willing to pay 34 for it. I warmed through Kringle Candle's Country Candle version, Wishing for Christmas. This is a favorite scent. I absolutely adore this scent. I'm actually burning the candle in my kitchen right now. It's like pine and sugar cookie. It's delicious and it performs well. Vanilla Spruce from Better Homes and Gardens. And this is aromatic fir needle, evergreen, vanilla bean, fir balsam, vanilla, amber, and sweet. This is a really nice, excuse me, Bubby's walking through. Really nice vanilla tree scent. Highly recommend if you can get your hands on that. My Walmart is very hit or miss about the scents that you can find. Like trying to find Christmas scents. I found that last year. Trying to find Christmas scents at my Walmart, it's like almost impossible. And then I have 2 scents here from IllumniScents, which is by Candle Warmers. This is Crisp Apple Pie. Don't think scent notes are on this. Oh, actually it says a warm blend of sugar-dusted apples and cinnamon. This is a really nice apple pie scent. You do get that sugar and you get that cinnamon. Not really strong, which has been the case for me with these melts from this brand. But I will say, as far as authentic, it was quite nice. And then from IllumniScents, I warmed through Candy Cane Lane. And this is sweet peppermint intertwined with creamy warm vanilla. It's just your typical, nothing special about it, kind of candy cane scent. And I enjoyed it. Again, it was kind of light, which is like, seems funny to me that peppermint scent would be light, but it was. And then I had 2 from Goose Creek. I warmed through, this is Christmas. Don't have the scent notes here, but I will tell you this is basically a dupe of Bath & Body Works The Perfect Christmas. It is pretty close. I would not say exact, because that's my favorite scent. I should know. But it is pretty darn close. It's kind of funny because the scent notes are nothing alike. But I'm telling you, that's what it is. I have multiples in my collection. And then Christmas Magic. I teamed that up with my candle. I already talked about that earlier, so I won't go into it again. But, love this scent. Love it. So that'll do it for my retail wax. Let's get into SCENTSY. All right, guys. I got a lot of SCENTSY going on here. First bar I have here is Hug in a Mug. And this has scent notes of white chocolate, hazelnut, and cookie dough. I just love this scent. It kind of smells like a sweeter version of a hot cocoa. Kind of almost candy-ish. I have it in my club. SCENTSY no longer has this as part of the lineup, but I enjoy it. And yeah, it's a decent performer. It's got some age going on to it, so it definitely has gotten a little stronger with time. Okay, so next up, I don't seem to have the scent notes down for this one, but this is Whipped Frosting. And this was one of the bars that was included with the Sugar Chalet Warmer bundle that sold out. But if you have a SCENTSY club, you could put these bars in your club. So this is just a fantastic, very good performing whipped vanilla frosting scent. I wasn't sure I was going to love this because it almost has like a borderline sour note when I smell it on cold. So I thought, oh no, because I do get that from some frosting scents, some cake scents even. But on warm, it was delicious. And like I said, it was a great performer. I couldn't believe it performed as well as it did for a vanilla scent. So that is in my club to stay for now. I really like that. And I think it would be a great blender as well. Okay, it's another one I don't have the scent notes down for. I apparently have not updated my app in a bit. This is from SCENTSY's Scents of the Season collection. This is Cheery Cherry. And like I said, I don't have the scent notes right here, but I think I remember it being like a smoke note, cherry, marshmallow, I think. And maybe a woodsy note. I can't remember for sure. I feel like I watched quite a few videos that said this smelled good on cold, but when they warmed it, it smelled different, and a lot of people didn't like it. But I enjoyed it. I thought it smelled very much like it does on cold. I do get like a smoky note, and I get like a marshmallowy cherry. It was delicious to me, and it performed pretty decent. So I have it sitting in my club, and it's going to stay there because I feel like it's so different than what we usually get from SCENTSY. I really liked it, and I don't normally club cherry scents, so I'm keeping this one. So that's Cheery Cherry. Next up, I got through Evergreen and Grapefruit. And this is Fir Needles, White Cedar, and Grapefruit. It's exactly what you get. It's not overly woodsy, so you don't pick up a ton of the cedar. You more so get the grapefruit, and it is a sweet grapefruit. It's not tart. And that tree note, I really enjoyed that. I think I picked this up in a flash sale, so if I could get more of it, I definitely would pick it up again. Really like that. Cozy Kitchen. This is coming back in January as part of Bring Back My Bar. So by the time you see this video, it'll probably be available for you to pick up. This is warm oats, brown sugar, and cinnamon swirl. This is just like a really yummy, cozy brown sugar oatmeal scent. And I love it. I love it. It's so strong and it has such longevity. I would highly recommend that you try it if those scent notes sound like your vibe. This went on in my warmers for 3 days. Like, I was thinking that I was going to have to change my warmers on Christmas Day and put in a new scent before my daughter and her boyfriend got here. And as my warmers started to warm up, before I was ready to clean out the wax to my cotton balls, I could smell it just as strong. So it went in my warmers. I kept it in there. So, yeah. I did mix it with some other scents I had going on in the room. So it was nice. Joy and Wonder. And this bar, it wasn't overly juicy, but it was starting to get there. This is red currant, black raspberry, and cinnamon stick. That red currant note in this is quite strong. And so is that black raspberry. I don't pick up a ton of cinnamon. I would not call this a spicy scent at all. It was enjoyable. It kind of reminded me a little bit of pomegranate, which is kind of odd. But I probably wouldn't pick it up again. I don't feel like I need it. But again, I feel like this would mix well, maybe with a stronger spice, because I kind of wanted to get that spicy note, and I didn't get it. The next bar is from, I don't know, it's one of the collections. I want to say it's from the holiday collection, but I could be wrong. If I am, I'll try to correct myself when I edit this video. This is Peaks and Pines. And this is Dewy Greens, Lavender, and Cedarwood. I actually didn't expect to like this at all. But this was enjoyable. It was pleasant. I'm not big on lavender. I'm not really someone who picks up something when it says dewy greens because I am just not a green note kind of girl. But this was quite pretty. I would dare to say if it was in a flash sale, I'd pick it up, but not willing to pay full price for it. And I'm not going to club it. So that's Peaks and Pines. It was a good performer. But it was a very pretty scent. Speaking of pretty scents, and this is also from the holiday collection, this is Bundle Up. This is Sandalwood, Mandarin, and Vanilla Orchid. This is stunningly beautiful, guys. It's light. I will say that. I'm hoping with time it'll get stronger. But this is in the realm of like your cozy cardigan, your cashmere and corduroy. If you like scents like that, I think you'll like this. It's just absolutely beautiful. Really love it. SCENTSY has a winner with this one. So that is in my club and there to stay. Now, if they don't get stronger with time, I don't know if I'll keep it there, you know, a long time. But for now, I need that in my life. Also warmed through a bar of Friends. This is actually from the first time they released it, not this last time it's been released. So this bar had been sitting for a bit. This is double espresso, freshly brewed coffee and coconut cream. I don't like this bar. I didn't think it smelled that good on cold, but I thought, you know what? At first I was going to destash it, and then I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance because I think I would like a coffee coconut scent for sure. Like a, you know, coconut macchiato or something like that. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It's not blended well or something. It's just kind of funky. You know, SCENTSY is known for not doing great coffee scents. And unfortunately, this is just another one to add to that pile. This is not a great coffee scent. So I'm fine with that because it's one less bar that I need in my club. Next up is Cinnamon Vanilla. So this is vanilla bean, cinnamon, coconut, and cassia. I could be saying that wrong. Is it cassia? This is just a really nice cinnamon vanilla scent. It's a classic. It's been in the catalog for a bit. Yeah, I enjoyed that. Cinnamon vanilla. medium thrower. This one here was also from that bundle with the Sugar Chalet warmer, so I don't have the scent notes. This is Gingerbread Hugs. Again, I put it in my club because I didn't get that bundle. I sold out pretty quick. This one, like I said, I don't have the scent notes in front of me. But when it comes to the gingerbread scents that SCENTSY had available this season, and they had a number of them this season. So you have the one in the catalog, the gingerbread pecan waffles, I think it's called. That's outstanding. I absolutely love it. They had that gingerbread cheesecake that was in the whiff box for October that sold out, but you could put it in your club. I love that scent as well. This one was my least favorite. I don't know what it is about it. I think it's a bit more spicier than the other ones. So I currently have it sitting in my club. I think I'm going to go ahead and get another bar and see what I think of it as I warm it a second time. Because, you know, I'm crazy like that. And sometimes when I warm something a second time, I like it better. So I'm going to give it another chance. But if I don't love it as much on my second warm, it's going to get the boot. Because I definitely like that gingerbread cheesecake better. And that gingerbread pecan waffles. Like, that's so going in my club at the end of the season. So that's Gingerbread Hugs. And it was kind of on the light side. Next up is Christmas Cookie. And this was the scent of the month for, I think, November. It's definitely scent of the month. Love the packaging. So cute. So this is, speaking of gingerbread, baked gingerbread, sparkling orange, and holiday pine trees. I'm like looking at the page that this is on right now, and I'm looking, there's like 12 reviews, and the reviews are not good. This was not very popular with people, but I really like it. I think it's fantastic. Another good gingerbread scent to me. I like that tinge of orange. It's not overly strong. I would say it's not like very obvious it's orange. I think only because the notes are telling me it's orange that I know it's orange. But I just get like a great gingerbread kind of cookie scent mixed in with a tree. Not overly strong. Again, I hope this gets stronger with time because I really do enjoy this scent. So I guess I'm in the minority, but this is staying in my club until I see if it can perform better as time goes on. Did I scare you? I'm sorry, Bubby. I'm sorry. Hi. Hi. I know you want some attention. I know. Let me move it out the way. Is that better? He wants lap time. So that is Christmas Cookies. Oh, are you huffing and a puffing? You, oh, babies. You're just the sweetest babies. Huh? So you got new toys for Christmas? As you did? Yes, you got new treats and new toys. You were such a good boy this year. Yes, you were such a good boy. What you about to bark at? Won't you be barking? Not while we're on camera, sir. Next up is, and this is a new love of mine, this is Merry Wonderland. This is also part of the scents of the season. And this is pink apple, clove, and spruce. This is through a dreamy, sparkling spruce woodland. I really love apple mixed with tree. And I really like a spicy apple mixed with tree. I love this. If you like Tree Farm, it's not the same scent, but if you like Tree Farm from Bath & Body Works, I think you will like this. I love it. I also feel like this was not very popular among the masses, but this one, she's staying in my club. Like, I need this every Christmas. So, very holiday-ish. I totally could do this during the winter too, but I really like this. A great performer, great longevity, Merry Wonderland. Next up is the last bar that was part of the Sugar Chalet bundle. This is Goody Gumdrop. And this one was quite colorful as far as the dye. Again, I don't have the scent notes. But this was like a spicy candy. And on cold, I thought, it's okay. But on warm, I really enjoyed this. So I will say pretty much, besides Gingerbread Hugs, it was okay. This was a winning combination that was included with that Sugar Chalet. So if you got these bars, let me know what you think. Like I said, I didn't think this would be anything special. And I guess it's not really special. What kind it is, because it's kind of different compared to what we usually get from SCENTSY. So, like I said, like a spicy candy. I enjoyed it, and it was strong. So I was pretty happy with that. So it's Goody Goody Gumdrop. Last bar I got through was Cranberry Candy Cane. And I believe this is part of the catalog. This is an older bar I think I had from last year, but this is fresh cranberries, pomegranate, swirled with peppermint sticks. Yeah, this scent is okay. You do get the cranberries, you do get the pomegranate, and you do get the peppermint. But this is very waxy to me. And I don't know if I've heard other people say that, but I just could not get past that waxy component. So unfortunately, this one is not going to be going into my club. I don't need more of this. I actually think I have one more bar because I picked up a new bar this year thinking I hadn't tried it yet. Didn't realize I already had a bar. So I have one more. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe when I warm the second one, I won't think it's so waxy. But there was definitely a strong waxiness about this. So not getting that again. That's Cranberry Candy Cane. But it was strong. This is a good performer. It's just too waxy smelling to me. It was so odd. I just kept smelling the wax. Alright guys, so that will do it for my SCENTSY. Let's get into my vendor wax. Alright, so I will try to start out with ones that are kind of like one-offs, or I just have samples of. Maybe I have some odds and ends of like different, different than bags, but I've got a lot here, so I'm going to try to go through these super quick, just kind of like the SCENTSY. I'm not going to go into super duper detail, but I've said this many a times before. If you guys ever have any questions about a scent, you want to know more about it, what my take is on it, what I think of it, how it performs, anything like that, always feel free to comment below. I'm just trying to get through these as quick as possible to not make this a 2-hour-long video. So from Traverse City Wax Co., I warmed through a number of samples. I warmed through Wild Berry Cream Cheese Frosting. This is a delicious, yummy berry cheesecake scent, but not very strong. Pumpkin Pecan Milkshake. Just smells exactly kind of like it says. Not really milky, but more pumpkin-y than anything. Again, not super strong. I have not had the best of luck with Traverse City Wax in my home, but these are just small samples, so that doesn't say a whole lot. Cranberry Rhubarb Jam. This is a very fruity, cranberry, yummy scent, but again, not very strong. And Frankenstein, which is a delicious pumpkin gourmand bakery scent. That one I enjoyed. I warmed all of those in a small bedroom in a hot plate warmer. From Southbound Candle Co., I warmed through a clam of peppermint marshmallow milkshake. And this is peppermint meringue, marshmallow fluff, whipped cream blended into a creamy vanilla milkshake. This is just a really good creamy peppermint scent. I liked it. I probably would pick it up again. Not overly strong, but strong enough. I'm trying to think. Did I do that in my open space? I think I did. It was some time ago that I warmed that, so bear with me, guys. You're talking like 2.5 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago. So some of these I'm a little rusty on. Bacon Spirit Spray, also from Southbound. And this is fir needle, orange peel, warm spices, fresh baked cookies, pine sap, powdered sugar, and rich buttercream. There's a lot going on in there. This is a really yummy, very rich, decadent, very sweet tree scent. You truly get that pine sap, and I really like that note. This is just everything that I love about holiday scents right there. So I would definitely get that again. And I do have another one in my collection. From Scoopable Wax Melts, I warmed through a sample of baked zucchini bread in Cookie Land. And this is creamy, sugary, bakery scent blended with Cookie Land. For Cookie Land, and when I say there, I mean Scoopable Wax Melts and Rose Girls. They both pour Cookie Land. It's mom and daughter. Two different business, but mom and daughter. This just wasn't a favorite. I don't think I really enjoyed that Cookie Land mixed with zucchini bread. So I would not pick that up, but that's just scent preference. And then I also have a number of scoops from Scoopable that I got through. Harvest 3 cakes. And this is 3 cakes, which is Cupcakes at Tiffany's, Yellow Cake, and Birthday Cake. And they're very popular blend for Scoopable Wax Melts, which is now, by the way, called Macaron Wax Melts. And Harvest type, which I believe is a Yankee Candle type. This is so good. I swear everything they mix with 3 cakes is good. And I did melt this some time ago. But I can tell you it is so yummy smelling. This leans way more gourmand than it does that Harvest type. But it's really good. Kind of like a little bit of spiciness, coziness to it. I would recommend it. You try it if that sounds up your alley. Be Thankful, which is a type. And I want to say, is this Yankee Candle too? This might be Yankee Candle. I could be wrong. Pumpkin, smooth vanilla, and a perfect touch of warm spices. This is a nice scent, but this was on the lighter side. So I picked it up in April, and I think I got it in a mystery box. But it definitely was on the lighter side. So I don't know if I would pick it up again. Scoopables is doing away with their Scoopables. So part of the reason why they changed their name, they're going to concentrate on shapes. And then Cranberry Lodge. And this has a super long description. As you approach a lone cabin in the northern woods of Wisconsin, you decide to open a door where you are welcomed by an amazing brew of fruits and spices simmering on a potbelly stove. But wait, there's another scent present, gusting in from an open window is a clean, brisk breeze of pine trees. This is truly a comforting scent. I will agree with that last statement. It really is. It's a beautiful, beautiful, cozy, warm, spicy, fruity cranberry scent. I love it. It's definitely one I would pick up again. So, yeah, I hope that Kathy continues to release that during the winter months because I totally could see doing that in January and February. It's kind of like a fireplace, fruity, mulled spice, just very comforting, cozy scent. From Second and Spruce, I finished up a tub of nutcrackers and gnomes. This is roasted chestnuts, pecans, masala chai, brown sugar, and mallow fireside. This was poured back in December 2023. I picked this up in the tea stash. These scent notes, I gotta tell you, not really my jam, but this is so good. Oh my gosh, there's such a sweetness about this blend. It just takes it to a whole nother level. It's so different. It's got a spiciness about it. It's got a nuttiness about it. It's got a sweetness about it. It's so good. I would definitely pick that up again. Great performer. Nutcrackers and gnomes. Bubby, can you hold on? I let you out several times. Yeah. You was too busy seeing what you could bark at. Also from Second and Spruce, I warmed Christmas on Spruce and Where There's Smoke. This was a layered mini loaf. This is part of her Winter Sleighs sampler. This is Christmas on Spruce, which is holiday wreath, festive berries, sugar cookies, a fireplace. Layered with Where There's Smoke, which is by the fireplace, mellow fireside, smoked vanilla, and sugar cookies. This scent was so nice. There is a really lovely berry note in this that just stands out to me for some reason. You get all the coziness from all those other scent notes, don't get me wrong. But there's a really strong berry note to this, and I really liked it. This is a fantastic scent. Highly recommend if you can get to try it. Perform like a champ. I did half a loaf in my open space, and then I did the other half in my bedroom. So good. So, highly recommended. That's a great one. From Knowles Farm Scents, I warmed Berrylicious Evergreen. And this was one of his trunk bags. This is blackberry and sugared spruce. So I did a good portion of this bag in my bedroom last night. And maybe my nose was off. I just could not pick it up. So I put the other half of the bag, probably a little less than half of the bag, in my crock, a candle crock, in a small bedroom this morning. It's gone 10 o'clock at night. and it is still going strong in that room. I smell it. It's super, super fruity. The tree note is definitely in the background. This is very much a fruity blend with a little bit of tree. So blackberry is the star. Very nice fruity scent. But yeah, just goes to show, sometimes it depends on the warmer, depends on the space. You can get a different result depending on where you warm things. So if you don't get a good result the first time, try something else. So it's Berrylicious Evergreen. From Super Tarts, I warmed through a sample of Apple Vanilla Breeze. This is just a really fresh, it's almost like a laundry apple, but not overly so. It's more like a fresh apple, but like fresh in the way of like clean, so to speak. So I enjoyed that. That was Apple Vanilla Breeze. Don't know if I need it, but I liked it. I would feel like it's more like a spring scent. And then I warmed through the Santa Claus. This was in one of her donuts. This is eggnog, cinnamon liquor, Christmas cookie, and nutmeg. This was nice, but this was a little on the light side, which is unusual for a Super Tarts blend. I did do it in my open space, and I mixed it between hot plates and tea lights, but that one was not overly strong. So if I pick that up again, I just picked this up in November, so maybe I just didn't cure it enough. So I think I would let it sit for longer next time. From Swanky, I went through Gingerbread Sugar Snap Cookies. This was like a beautiful kind of pedigree looking shape. Filigree, I should say. Pedigree, yeah, pedigree. Save that for bloopers. Filigree looking shape. This was nice. I was not sure I was going to love this before I warmed it. It kind of was a little bit spicy, but this was really nice in my warmers, and it performed well. I did it in my open space. This was fantastic. I would definitely get it again. Gingerbread Sugar Snap Cookies. The Pharmacist's Daughter, I warmed through a sample of Warm and Cozy. I just had the lid because the bottom cup, it broke when I pulled the wax out. It was really stuck to the wax and stuff. This was a really nice, I can't smell it on here. Okay, so this is not helping me because I can't smell it on the lid. Because, you know, the wax was really sitting in the base of this, so it didn't help me to save this. But I think if I recall correctly, it was a while ago since I melted it. I think it was like a cozy coffee scent. But I could be wrong. Crystal Berry Pines, also from the Pharmacist's Daughter. This is orange, grapefruit, cinnamon, vanilla, buttercream, red berries, and pine. This is just a great classic holiday scent. Really get that nice tree note. It's a sweet pine, and I really liked it. All those other notes just bring a lot of sweetness to that blend. And that's not the first one I've had of that, and it probably won't be the last. Oh, this was really good. This is Christmas Crack. This is vanilla butter fudge, pretzel, caramel, chocolate chip cookie dough, and peppermint patty. I wasn't sure about this on cold. I actually picked it up because that peppermint patty note intrigued me. But then warm, this was fantastic. You really got that yummy pretzel note, but everything else was so blended. Yeah, I mean, if I didn't know it was pretzel, I probably would still know it was pretzel. But all of those other notes were so well blended in there. It was kind of hard just to detect one note for sure. I did, like I said, get that pretzel note, and it was just lovely. But this, it's so hard to explain, but trust me, you just need to try it. It's fantastic. So that's Christmas Crack. It was a beautiful blue wax, too. From Zeep, I warmed through Tinseltown. This is sweet caramel cider and fir tree lined streets. This was just, it's a cider scent, basically. I wasn't huge on this. It was a decent performer. I would say it did medium in my open space. It was 2 large star shapes. But I'm just not huge on cider scents all the time. It's got to be something special. I also did candy canes. This is sweet peppermint and vanilla sugar. Again, this was nothing revolutionary. And not one of my favorite peppermint vanilla scents. So I just think it needed like an extra sweetness to it. So that I would not pick up again. And Christmas Eve. Now this one was the winner for Zeep. This is Crackling Fire, Fir and Balsam, and Toasted Marshmallows. This was fantastic. A fantastic tree scent. Very strong. It went on and on. I would definitely pick that up again. And I actually have another one of these in my collection. L3 Waxy Wonders. I did a number of samples. So I have White Elephant Exchange, Sugar Shortbread, and Vanilla Cookies. Just a yummy, very vanilla heavy scent. It was a little light, but I would probably pick it up in a bigger piece. Frosted Juniper, Plum, Cranberry Marmalade, and Vanilla Birch. That, again, was a little bit light, but I think, excuse me, I just didn't have enough wax. Cotton-headed Ninny Muggins. I'm not sure what the scent notes are in this, but this came across to me as... There's like a fruitiness in there, but kind of like a gourmand. I don't know what's in here, but it was nice. Cotton-headed Ninny Muggins. I would pick it up again. And then White Elephant Exchange on its own, which I don't remember scent notes, but it's like vanilla heavy scent. It's got like powdered donuts and stuff like that. I really like this, and I like it blended with things, so that was good. Oh, this was the winner for L3. Candy Cane Pie. This was a big old pie from Pie Day this past year. This is candy cane, sugar milk, whole vanilla beans, vanilla snowflakes type, which is Bath & Body Works, and pie crust. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about this because I don't always love sugar milk blends, but I love me some vanilla snowflake. This was such a good candy cane blend. I really like that candy cane mixed with that pie crust note. That was fantastic. Very vanilla-like. You got a little bit of coconut to this, but it was mainly that candy cane and that pie crust. I would definitely get that again. Fantastic. Lavender and Speckles. I wore them through Donut Shop and Palo and Cranberry and Birch. This was part of a sampler, but I actually scored this in a D-stash. This was part of our Donut Shop and Palo sampler. This is Cinnamon Sugar Donuts, Palo Santo, Woodsy Cranberries, and Vanilla Birch. I really enjoyed this, and this was a great performer. I had 3 pieces. Oh my God, her Palo is so good. I had 3 pieces. I did this in my bedroom. I did this for, it was at least 2 nights. It might have been, I think it was 3 nights. It was going on 3 nights. I finally took it out of the warmers just because I wanted to try a new scent, but I really loved it. I would definitely pick this up again. You got the cranberry, you got the Palo. Best Palo is out of this world. Yeah, you got that cinnamon sugar donuts, and you got the creaminess of that vanilla birch. So good. Definitely would do it again. And then I did peppermint sugar cookies. This is the perfect Christmas cookie blend, sweet peppermint and warm sugar cookies. This was nice. Very nice. Very good. Kind of typical peppermint sugar cookie blend. Not overly strong, but I enjoyed it. Sassy Girl Aroma. I did a brick of Santa's Coffee Shop. I did this in my bedroom. This is sweet vanilla, cinnamon, peppermint, and coffee. This, it was kind of good, but it kind of like, it wasn't a favorite either. It's kind of hard to explain. I went through moments where I'm like, oh, this is kind of nice. Then I went through moments where I'm like, I'm not sure if that's my vibe. So I don't think I would get it again. But that's Santa's Coffee Shop. Decent performer. It did a good medium in my bedroom, which is large with vaulted ceilings. I also did Christmas Birch. And this is Crackling Birch, Spicy Cinnamon, Bayberry, and hints of orange zest. This was not a favorite. I think that I was just not loving the bayberry note. So I would not get that again, but it was a decent performer. I did this in my candle crock in a small bedroom. So if that sounds like it's up your alley, it was an okay performer. This was fantastic. This is Cookies and Cocoa for Santa. This was in 2 of her cookie shapes, which I love. I did this in my open space. I did the whole bag. This is sugar cookie, peppermint, hot chocolate, and whipped cream. That's exactly what it was. And I loved it. It was strong. It was creamy. It was decadent. Very creamy peppermint cookie scent. I loved it. So when it came to peppermint cookies, Sassy Girl Aroma was the winner. I really like that chocolate note in there. So really like that. And then this one I did recently. This is my wish for Christmas. It's in one of her brittles. This is freshly baked sugar cookies surrounded by pine and pine cones scented in a fireplace. So on my first warm, I wasn't sure I loved this. I was like, I think the pine cones just makes this a little bit more sweeter than I would like. So I don't know that I love it. But then on my second warm, I totally fell in love with it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like sometimes you just have to warm things twice. If you don't love it the first time, try it again. Unless you like totally hate it, don't be afraid. Try something again. I totally fell in love with this. I would, yeah, definitely buy this again. My wish for Christmas. It was a very strong performer. And it lasted for 2 days. It was Sassy Girl Aroma, like her waxes. It's outstanding. It really is. You guys, I got through a lot of teddy bees. I mean, more than I usually do. I have a lot of teddy bees in my collection, so I need to be getting through it. I warmed through, I think I finished this up. I might have talked about this in a previous video. I can't remember. This is Witches Be Crazy for Cupcakes at Tiffany's. This is Witches Be Crazy, the very popular blend of teddy bees. This is birthday cake, pecan waffles, cookie, sugar cookie dough, a hint of cinnamon, spice, vanilla, which is the Witches Be Crazy part, blended with creamy toffee, hints of chocolate, sweet sugar, buttercream, and vanilla cake, which is the Cupcakes at Tiffany's part. This was so good. This is so super, super creamy. So decadent. It smells like the most delicious, yummiest, sweetest, creamiest, milkiest dessert ever. Like, yeah, I need more of that in my life. I sure hope Tiffany pours this again soon because that was amazing. It performed outstanding in my open space. I got 2 warms out of this tub. Oh my God. So good. I need more of that. I'm doing this in my space right now. This is Cookies for Santa. And this is a blend of frosted sugar cookies and milk and cookies. This is nice. I really like this. Very creamy, vanilla heavy bakery blend, cookie blend. I definitely get this when I'm in the vicinity of the warmers. I have some next to me. I get like whiffs of it from time to time, but it's definitely not like a straight on the go, smelling it in every whiff of breath kind of scent, which, you know, I kind of like that. But I definitely get whiffs of it here and there. Very enjoyable, very delicious vanilla cookie type of scent. And I would get that again. So Cookies for Santa. This has been curing for a while. This was poured November, beginning of November last year. Fall into Christmas. This is vanilla pumpkin, buttered rum eggnog, and butter cookies. This was a really nice pumpkin scent. I did this as part of my, well, most of my wax I do as part of my wax challenge, but this was like, I felt like it was a good scent to melt between the last day of fall and the first day of winter. And I really enjoyed that. That was a really good pumpkin scent. And like I said, I would get it again. I did Christmas Past. This is holiday cinnamon, fallen leaves, crisp apples, crushed pine needles with hints of sweet balsam. This is a really pretty scent. Really nice, cozy, very sweet tree scent. But this, for me, was not overly strong. It had been curing for a long time. October of last year. I did it in my open space, but not overly strong. So I feel like I've heard other people say it did pretty good for them. I do have another souffle, so I will try it again, see what I get. I also did Country Christmas. And this is Balsam Fir Butter Cookies Sweet Spruce with a hint of cinnamon and clove. This was really nice. Very good, slightly spicy holiday gourmand scent. I really like that. I would definitely get that again. It was a good medium performer in my open space. So yeah, I would get it again. This also had been curing since October of last year. So yeah, I've been trying. I have a lot of Christmas scents from Teddy B's. So I try to get through. I had pulled a lot from my basket. Santa Claus is coming to town. This is the smell of fresh baked cookies, candy canes, and Christmas trees. This was really good. I really like that tree mixed with the peppermint and the cookie. Yeah, I would definitely get this again. Again, a good happy medium. It did pretty well. So I would get it again. Santa Claus is coming to town. I think also from last year. Yep, October of last year. And then this was my winner for Teddy B's. This is Vanilla Balsam and the Perfect Holiday. So Vanilla Balsam's Bath & Body Works type, and the Perfect Holiday is basically the perfect Christmas from Bath & Body Works. This is fresh cut pine, cinnamon sugar, and toasted marshmallow, which makes up the Perfect Holiday. Layered with balsam fir, frosted vanilla, and snow-capped pine needles. This I put in my warmers on Christmas Day because my daughter's boyfriend loves tree scents, and she doesn't like tree scents, so he doesn't get to smell a whole lot of tree at home. So I thought, I'm going to give him some tree, but I also know that my daughter is okay with the perfect Christmas. So I thought this would be a safe bet because it would be sweet, it would be vanilla heavy, and it would have cinnamon to it, cinnamon sugar, and I thought it would be okay. This was a powerhouse. Like, it was so strong. I did the whole souffle in my open space, which is typically what I do with Teddy B's. I used all hot plates. I think I also used SCENTSY warmers. I did. I used a mixture. I didn't use any tea lights. This was booming, and it lasted a long time. It went on for hours and hours and hours. I almost thought I was going to have to turn some of the warmers off because I was scared. I mean, for me, I was like, yeah, hell yeah, this is hella strong. I'm fine with this. But I was worried that my guests were going to think that it was a little too strong. I kept asking them, is it okay? Is it okay? They were okay. Maybe her boyfriend was just happy he was getting to smell tree. I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely get this again. So I sure hope Tiffany pours it again soon. That was fantastic. So Vanilla Balsam and the Perfect Holiday. You guys know the Perfect Christmas is my favorite. So, and I really love Vanilla Balsam. So that was a no-brainer. All right, from Britta's. I got a bunch from Britta's too. Oh yeah, I got a bunch. I got a bunch from Britta's. You guys know Britta's like one of my favorite vendors. So I did the North Pole Predator. Britta's held a pre-order for the first time in a while this past month. So I was warming through some of her stuff because I wanted to test some things, and then I had pulled some stuff too. So this is eggnog, buttercream, and yellow cake. I will admit, this one, I liked it, but not enough that I ordered it in the pre-order. So it was just okay to me. So I think I would warm it again. I may have another one in my stash, but it just, like, I can't say I didn't like it because, yeah, I liked it. It was good, but it just wasn't like, I didn't love it so much that I need like buckets of it. You know what I mean? So North Pole Predator. Samhain. I've actually warmed this scent before. This is pumpkin latte, zucchini bread, pumpkin pecan waffles, and sweet and creamy. This is just a really nice pumpkin scent. Yeah, you get that sweet and creamy. You get that cake note. You get that pumpkin latte. It's kind of like a coffee-ish pumpkin scent. It's very good. It's one that I would get again. Kim's Special Eggnog. And I think I did, I want to say I did 2 of these. Did I do 2 of these? I thought I did. Maybe I did it in my last Empties video. This is eggnog and roasted pine cones. This is nice. I feel like a lot of people rave about this. But while I liked it, this one, surprisingly, was a little light for me. And that's not typical with my Britta's. This is over a year old, so maybe that has something to do with it. I don't think I picked it up in a pre-order. But if she offers it again soon, maybe I'll pick up a newer souffle and then warm it again. But yeah, that's Kim's Special Eggnog. Tanner's Coffee Addiction. This was in one of her witch bars. This is coffee, espresso, and a touch of sugar cookie. This was outstanding. Oh my gosh. There's something about that. Just a little bit of sugar cookie mixed in with this coffee. And I don't know what's in her coffee. Well, it's coffee. But I don't know what's in that oil. But it's fantastic. I thought maybe this would be super strong because it also has espresso. But it was just such a creamy, sweet coffee. It really has a bakery component to it that is just outstanding. I ordered more in the pre-order. Yeah, this was good. I think I ordered a couple because, yeah, so good. Wish Upon. This is Cider Lane, Funnel Cake, Mac Apple, and Sweet Pumpkin. You guys know I'm not huge on Cider Lane. But this was okay. I do pick up a lot of that caramel apple from the Cider Lane. So I probably would not get that one again. But it was strong. It performed well. Christmas Eve. And this is Fraser Fir, Danish Butter Cookies, and Sugar Cookie Royale. This was good. You'll see a theme. I like tree mixed with bakery, especially cookie. So you'll see that a lot in my empties. Yeah, it's really good. This one is one that I would get again. It performed well. Christmas Eve. I Know What You Did Last Summer. And this is coconut cream pie and Danish butter cookies. That's exactly what this is. Very creamy, smooth coconut cream pie mixed with her Danish butter cookie oil, which is outstanding. It's a little on the lighter side, so don't know if I would get it again because I like my wax to be booming, which her wax usually is. The Night She Disappeared. This is Barnwood, Sugar, Amber, and Plum, and Pink Sugar. This is a really pretty scent. I like scents that have plum. You gotta like a little bit like body care-ish kind of scents because it definitely leans that way. This definitely is a bedroom scent for me, but I would get that from time to time because it was really pretty. Strong too. Warm Bodies. This is Blue Sugar, Pink Sugar, Sugar Cookie Royale, and Vanilla Bean Marshmallow. This is a favorite. Like, I really like this. I wasn't sure I would because I'm not really a big Blue Sugar fan. But there was so much creaminess going on here with that Vanilla Bean Marshmallow and that Sugar Cookie Royale. That was just divine. And I think that was in the pre-order. And I ordered more. Bride of Chucky. This is Cupcakes at Tiffany's, Sweet Bakery Dough, Sugar Cookie Dough, and Caramelized Pralines. I warmed this a while back, and I don't remember a ton about it. And I really wish I did, because I think this was in her pre-order, and I didn't pick it up again. But just from smelling it in the bag, I am immediately picking up her Caramelized Pralines, and that oil is so good. It's so buttery, sweet, caramelish. Like, I feel like if all caramel blends smelled like that, oh my God, everything would be fantastic. So I kind of regret I didn't pick it up again, because these scent notes are right on my alley. But yeah, I just warmed it so long ago, I just don't remember a lot about it. So I really wish I picked it up. If she offers it again, I'll pick it up again, try it out again. Carnival of Terror. This is Funnel Cake, Butter Brickle, and Brown Sugar. Speaking of buttery caramel deliciousness, her Butter Brickle oil is one of a kind. This was fantastic. Outstanding. Bravo. It was amazing. I did pick it up in pre-order. Performed well. Super strong. Her funnel cake is sweet, and I like that. Not spicy. And then I did Iroquois Park. And this is Ozark Forest, Rustic Lodge, Smoked Oud, Sugar Cookie Royale, and Vanilla Bean Marshmallow. This was nice. Cozy, kind of rustic cabin kind of scent. Has a little bit of sweetness to it, kind of a little bit of a fruitiness. Very nice. It performed well. I just don't think I need more of it. So that's Iroquois Park. And that'll do it for my Britas. Let's talk about Harper James. I got a number of Harper James here. Christmas Calories. This is a repeat purchase. This is Strawberry Pound Cake, Christmas Tree Cakes, Butter and Sugar Cookie. I just really like this scent. It's just a great Christmas tree cakes kind of scent. Very buttery, very cakey. It's a good performer. Really enjoy that. Christmas cookie latte. This is espresso, peppermint, cream, and sugar cookie. This was really nice. I enjoyed this. Oh yeah, that peppermint note is very creamy, very sweet, and I like that. So I would definitely pick that up again. North Pole. This is a favorite, a repurchase from Harper James. This is spearmint, peppermint, and vanilla. I usually stay away from spearmint scents. They can come off as kind of toothpaste-ish to me. But this is blended so well. Such a creamy, yummy, delicious peppermint scent. Highly recommend. Very good performer. Christmas tree cakes on its own. I did this in a snack bar. This is yellow cake, buttercream frosting, vanilla pastry filling. This was poured last year in November 1st, it looks like. This is a great scent on its own, but this was really light. I struggle to smell this, and I'm starting to think that I kind of need to use up my Harper James wax maybe within the year, because I think this would have performed better if I had done it sooner. So I think that was my fault. And speaking of another one that was a year old, this is Gingerbread Cafe. And this is fresh baked gingerbread, cinnamon sugar, rich vanilla, coffee, and sweet cream. Again, this was kind of light. It's a little stronger than that tree scent one, or the Christmas tree cakes one. But again, it was just too late for me to get a good read on it. So again, I think I should have used it sooner. So I really need to start working on my Harper James wax. So yeah. And then last but not least, we have Rose Girls. I did Jimmy on the Line. This was a sample. This is Jimmy Choo Cologne and Clothes on the Line, which is a laundry scent. This would not be a scent that I would have picked up on my own. But this was enjoyable. It was definitely a cologne / laundry scent. But I liked it. I did it in a small bedroom. It was strong and it lasted all day. It went on the entire day. I didn't have to change it. Cinnamon Eggnog. And this is Creamy Spice Eggnog. This one was light. Yeah, it smells good. Nice and creamy and eggnoggy in the bag. But it was really light. Again, I did it in the same area that I did that last one. But it was not a great performer for me. Watermelon Cotton Candy Beach Nights. Also, this was part of a sampler. Beach Night sampler. This is Watermelon Slush, Pink Cotton Candy, and Beach Nights. Just realized I put my glasses on. So that means I'm glaring. Let me get this back off. This was nice. This smells just like you expect it would. You get that sweet watermelon scent, kind of like a candy watermelon. And then you get the Beach Nights, which is a Bath & Body Works type. An ooey gooey, salty marshmallow scent. I like that a lot. Koopa's Christmas Carols. This was in one of her snowflakes. This is Soft Pine, Sugar Cookies, Snow Powdered, Mint, and Campfire Marshmallow. This was good. I like this. It was strong. It performed well. I really like the mixture of the pine with the mint. So I would definitely get that again. And I actually have a Minty Melters bag that I plan to get into in January. Holiday Hangover at the Castle. This is Eggnog, Apple Fritter, Royal Sugar Cookie, and Whipped Cream. This was nice. I enjoyed this. This was quite good. A little light, but it did okay. I did this in my open space, and I really got the sweetness of that cookie, and I really got that apple fritter in there, and her eggnog is super creamy, and I loved it. So I would definitely get that again. Holiday Hangover at the Castle. The Almost Perfect Christmas, which is basically a dupe of the Bath & Body Works Perfect Christmas. Cinnamon sugar, toasted marshmallows, and pine, which is the same scent notes. This, it's very similar to the Perfect Christmas. It's not an exact dupe. But this was a little on the light side. So I think I would get it again and just warm it sooner. This was poured last December, so it was a year old. I thought it would still be fine because it's a tree scent, but it was a little light for me. Have Yourself a Merry Mario Christmas. This is Peppermint Mocha and Dunk My Donut. This was poured back in January. This was nice. Very, very well blended peppermint mocha scent. Not nasal clearing or anything like that. But this was a little light for me. So again, Maybe I should have used it sooner. I thought it was going to rock because her peppermint usually does. And I really like her peppermint mocha scents, like a chocolate peppermint scent. But it was a little on the lighter side, even in my bedroom. And then I did Christmas Eve in Cookie Land. And this is eggnog, royal sugar cookie, monster cookie, marshmallow smoothie, and donut holes. This was fantastic. Fan-friggin-tastic. It was so creamy and delightful. Yeah, this was just a basking kind of scent. Like you could just bask in this. Again, I think I would do it sooner. This was poured last December, so it felt like it was getting a little lighter, but I really enjoyed it. So that's Christmas Eve in Cookie Land. This is definitely a scent that I would like to have in my collection all the time. All right, guys, let me pick my favorites. Okay, guys, I got a lot that I pulled. These are just all my winners this week. So, yeah, these are all fantastic. The Pharmacist's Daughter Christmas Crack. Outstanding. Christmas Eve by Zeep. Such a strong performer. Beautiful tree scent. L3 Waxy Wonders Candy Cane Pie. Just a different spin on candy cane. I really like that. It really brought gourmand to the table. Lavender and Speckles Donut Shop and Palo with cranberry and birch. Oh man, that was a beautiful winter scent. And a great performer. Sassy Girl Aroma Cookies and Cocoa for Santa. Really love the mixture of the chocolate and peppermint with the cookie. My Wish for Christmas, also from Sassy Girl Aroma. Super strong performer and just, it's kind of like your typical pine tree scent, but it has that extra spin of the pine cone and just brought an extra sweetness to it. And it was fantastic. Teddy B's Vanilla Balsam mixed with the Perfect Holiday. Whoo, strong and such a pretty tree scent. Britta's Tanner's Coffee Addiction. Oh my gosh, that has got to be one of the best coffee scents I've ever smelled. Britta's Carnival of Terror. Her, what do you call it? Butterbrickle oil. Ugh, whole new level, guys. Harper James North Pole. Fantastic creamy peppermint scent. And Rose Girls Christmas Eve in Cookie Land. It's a favorite for a reason. That eggnog and that Cookie Land, so good. So, guys, oh, I forgot a couple. I also got to talk about these because they were fantastic. Oh, so good. Second and Spruce Nutcrackers and Gnomes. I would never guess in a million years from these scent notes this would be a favorite, but oh, so good. And Witches Be Crazy for Cupcakes at Tiffany's from Teddy B's. Oh, there's something about her Witches Be Crazy. It's so good on its own. But mix it with Cupcakes at Tiffany's. Oh my God. Whole nother level. So good. All right, you guys. I'm sorry I had a few that I couldn't remember a lot about because it had been a while. I don't like to let my empties wait this long, but it has just been a crazy month, as I'm sure it has been for a lot of you. Being December, being Christmas. I just have been so behind on getting things done. I know I sound like a broken record. I have just come to the fact that there's some wax downstairs I just need to put away. I'm not going to film. It's just not going to happen. I'm too behind. But I'm just going to go onward and forward. I am going to work on a low buy for at least a good part, especially the beginning part of 2025. I know there are some pre-orders that I will still go in on. So I'm not going to do a no buy. I know that a no buy is never going to work for me. I just love scent too much. But I have a lot of wax and I need to get some bearings on the wax I'm bringing into this house. So I need to do a lot of organizing, a lot of figuring out what I have, a lot of figuring out what I think I need more of and what I really don't need more of. I mean, really, wax is not a need at all, but you know how we waxies are. We feel like we need it. So I am going to work on that big time. But yeah, there will be a few pre-orders I will definitely partake in, but I am going to do my darndest to go light on those. So I am going to try to keep it contained to my favorites. My favorite vendors are definitely Lavender and Speckles, Britta's Creepy Treasures, Second and Spruce. I'm trying to think who else I really love. Scoopable Wax Melts, Macaron Wax Melts. I really love them. Although I have a ton of wax from Scoopable, so I probably will take it very easy on her blends right now. I don't need spring and summer scents, and that's kind of what everybody is starting to gear towards. So yeah, I will take it easy there. I will definitely go in on the Teddy Bees pre-order, but I do plan to go light on that. And my second in Spruce, I just got, well, I haven't gotten it yet. It should be arriving any day now. I have a huge, huge order from her last pre-order on the way. So yeah, I'm hoping she doesn't even hold another pre-order for a while. And I don't think she's going to. I'm thinking she may be not doing that until like February. But yeah, all that to say, I'm going to work hard on a low buy. So comment below, guys, what your plans are for 2025. Are you just buying what you want? Are you just getting into vendor wax? Are you going crazy? Are you on a no buy? Are you on a strict low buy? Let me know what you're doing. Let me know what your plans are. If you have a resolution concerning wax, let me know. What have you been warming this week? Let me know. Yeah, comment below. Share with me all the good things that you're getting into. And I'm going to start working on pulling my January melting basket and filming that soon and getting that out to you soon. That'll actually make it to you before this video because I like to get those edited before the month starts or at the very beginning of the month. So that will get to you before this. But yeah, let me know what you've been getting into. And I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. And I will see you in the next video, guys. Please like and subscribe. See you later. Bye-bye.